Here we've got our emperor penguin, who wins the award for the deepest diver. And you know, it says here on the sign that they dive as deep as 840 feet, but actually I just looked this up today, and with kind of modern technology of actually being able to follow them down now, that record is about, I think, 1,700 feet. So they're pretty amazing.
Wow, that's interesting, because the one thing that we found out and we tried to get while we were filming was a penguin eating. No one has ever filmed a penguin eating because they go down so deep and grab their krill and shrimp or whatever they are eating.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing. These guys can stay underwater. Again, that record was 28 minutes.
Holy moly! Yeah, that's better than me.
Better than me too. This is an example of a taxidermied bird. So this, out here in the public display, we make the birds very lifelike, but back in the ornithology collections where our primary focus is the science of using the specimens, we prepare them as study skins. So you'll see our emperor penguin back behind the scenes looks very different than this guy here.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly. That's interesting.
With good preservation and good care, they will maintain kind of their color, their form for many, many years.
I have questions about their feathers.
Yeah.
Their feathers are quite different than normal bird feathers.
They are, yeah.
They live with skuas on the side of a hill. Now the skuas seem to have just like normal bird feathers. They don't have the fat that this animal has. How is it that the skuas survive as well as these guys? Because these guys obviously have a big layer of fat.
They do. So these guys are basically built for diving. So, the skuas don't have to dive and be underwater for prolonged periods of time. That's why they look kind of more like normal birds.
Right.
They have extremely fast metabolism, so they burn a lot of energy to keep themselves so warm. Skuas also, they still have that nice downy layer that these guys have, but they don't, because the water is so cold and really saps so much of their heat. These guys have special adaptations for being resistant to that cold. And the feathers are one aspect of that. The kind of the subcutaneous fat, the fat that's under the skin, is another aspect of that, as well as their kind of metabolism too.
Well, I was also surprised to find out that their bones are solid.
Oh yeah. I'll show you some bones. You can hold them and see how they are. Yeah. So let's go back to the bird collection.